Why are PC parts so expensive? Well, I might be able to tell you why. At the start of COVID, you might have noticed the prices for computers and computer parts have started to rise. This was pretty devastating for low-budget gamers like myself, for the fact that we can't afford new parts for the computers we own. Not only is this effect happening to PC gamers, but console gamers also have to deal with it happening to their newest consoles. A big console example would be the Xbox Series S and the PS5. These two gaming consoles are being bought out mainly for their graphic cards, but other parts too. The real question though is, why is this happening, and how does COVID come into the equation? Well, it all started when chip companies were being shut down, causing most of the prices for computer chips to skyrocket. The first thing that started the overprice in PCs was the decrease in computer chips. This happened because of COVID shutting down chip productions. But when chip plants came back up, everything was super expensive. A Ling Jeff states in the article, computer chip shortage sparks tech delays and higher prices. The pandemic shut down chip plants, and then consumers upgraded their home computers using up what limited supply remained. Now plants are back online, but there are only so many of those around the world, and they can only turn out so many chips so far. The demand is much higher than the supply. A graphics card that costed $750 only a few months ago now goes for $1,100. But it gets worse. Resellers are now buying up computer parts as soon as they hit store shelves, only to sell them online for a steep markup. Whoa, hold up. Did I read that correctly? $750 to $1,100? That's beside the point. This shows how prices increased a lot after COVID shut down the producers for computer chips. Due to this rise in price, the computer raised in price, but it doesn't help that gaming was starting to increase in popularity. This would cause a way higher demand when the supply was already at an all-time low. The increase of people staying at home due to COVID made a lot of people wonder what they were going to do next. Luckily for them, games were there to save the day. This did tear apart the market for gaming consoles though. If something that you could play any basic game was released, it was sure to be bought off in less than a day. Due to everyone wanting to go play some games to calm themselves for the pandemic they would be living in for the next few years. With everybody wanting consoles, gamers found it hard to buy consoles themselves because everyone was out for them. Even people who never thought once about playing them wanted to try. Klaus Schwab wrote on 18th of September 20 through the 2nd of December 2021, COVID-19 saw video games explode in popularity as consumers were forced to stay at home and keep themselves entertained. In the year to date, $29.4 billion of video games have been sold in the US, 23% increase from the same period last year. Mobile game sales on iPhone rose 44% in Japan and 20% in the European Union in July. According to the data from Sensor Tower, video games were already growing in popularity before coronavirus pandemic, but now they're everywhere. This shows the popularity of video games and how much they have increased throughout the pandemic. This is a lot, but it's still not the only thing affecting the loss of parts for computers. Right in the middle of this, Bitcoin mining just went way up, and the need for graphic cards to mine for Bitcoin was at an all-time high. In the middle of all this chaos, Bitcoin had an increase in price, which over tripled the amount coins were worth. Due to this, Bitcoin miners needed stronger ASICs. These were found in computer graphic cards and other pieces. When Bitcoin miners noticed they bought out almost all the graphic cards, this was a problem for PC gamers. At the time, no graphic cards means less clear gameplay. This was a scary time for PC gamers. PC Mag staff Michael Can states in the article, "Inside GPU shortage, why you still can't buy a graphics card. Who needs a new iPad when you could get a fat crypto wallet for the holidays? The price for Bitcoin just jumped from $10,000 to $30,000 in Q4, while Ethereum increased from $350 to $740 during the same time period. Great for investors who got in early, but bad for PC builders now, doing the battle against scalpers and would-be crypto millionaires looking for powerful GPUs to mine their virtual currencies. This tale of how Bitcoin miners are becoming problems for gamers all around the world is crazy, but that's not all. Siglos Mackenzie writes in the article, it just got harder and less profitable to mine for Bitcoin as algorithm adjusts. Newer machines have considerably higher hash rates than their predecessors, so we will likely see hash rate continue to move back to a new all-time high, sometime around in the next 12 months, said Whit Gibbs, CEO and founder of Bitcoin mining service provider Compass. Several of these new machines are currently in transit to buyers, according to Dean. Some of the larger players have tens of thousands of new ASICs on order, which are due to come online over the next 12 months. This means difficulty will come to increase steadily and provide quite significantly over the same period, said Dean. This tells of how Bitcoiners are after computer parts to get rich. Most people find this a huge problem, but in the eyes of a Bitcoiner, this is the best situation. But one thing is for sure, the only people winning this war are the scalpers. Scalpers are the scum of the internet, buying popular items before anyone can get them and raising the price to an outrageously high number. When they saw the opportunity to get a lot of money off of gamers and Bitcoin miners, they snatched it. Now the items for computers have not only been raised in the creators' sites, but they're too expensive to buy off of others either. Not only have they bought items, they use automated bots to know when the parts come out, and it auto-buys them. Malloy David states in The Great Graphics Card Shortage of 20 in 2021, it's a similar story for AMD, where company boss Lisa Su said after CES announcements that shortages are a result of demand, rather than manufacturing issues. We're putting in additional capacity, she told enthusiasts in AndTech, but she warned, it will take time to catch up. There will be tightness in the first half of the year. Added to that, the realtors have warned automated bots are going to be a big problem, buying cards up for resellers before real consumers have a chance, leading to massively inflated prices on eBay and other sites. This shows how automated bots are becoming a problem for the recovery of PC part shortage. If retailers keep it up, we might not be able to get parts again for a couple of years. Now that's a big problem. PC Mag staff Michael Can states, inside the GPU shortage, why you still can't buy a graphics card. With most of these GPU sales happening online, scalpers quickly crash the party, tapping into bots that can snap up available inventory before the average person has time to click add to cart. We speak to people selling access to their bots for a couple $100. Many buyers are tech savvy but out of work people looking to make a few bucks. One such buyer claims to have scored a 42 GeForce RTX 3080 cards in seconds. Later we went our own bot and find it underwhelming. This all goes to show how big a problem scalpers and bots working together is going to be for low-budget gamers in need of an upgrade. This all goes to show how much trouble we're going to be in looking for computer parts. With all the evidence above, I can be 100% sure that PC parts won't be easy to get a hold of for around a few months or more. This is why I think it's so hard to get a hold of PC parts for your computer.